Hello, Sarah V. Coming in here for your Monday manifesting video. Oh my gosh. So this, as you know, I have my manifesting circle every Sunday morning here at 9 a.m. And I always have kind of a spattering, of different people coming in. But and of course it is streamed into my Facebook group. I wish I'd known. But yeah, so we were actually talking about something, that I just realized how doing what I'm going to share with you really shifted my soul so that I could become, a manifesting magnet. And of course, as you know, manifesting can be different for everybody. It is not about, manifesting, billions of dollars or having a beautiful car, house. All those things are nice, but manifesting can be completely different for everybody. Manifesting can be, just having an incredibly beautiful, happy, joyful, abundant life. It could be finding the love of our lives. It definitely could be having or receiving more financial abundance. But remember, number one key ingredient, if you will, of manifesting is actually being the energy that you wish, whatever you're trying to manifest, whether it's love, abundance, we get to be it. And one of the ways that we get to be the energy is how deeply we love ourselves. And you hear about self-love and you might read about it in an article, but are you really experiencing it for yourself? And we were talking today, this morning, because this is Sunday and you'll get your video tomorrow, but we were talking in Manifesting Circle about vows. And I'm going to be talking a lot about relationships and, manifesting in that area of our life, because I am at the final stages of the completion of my marriage. I don't like the D word. And I was thinking about, vows. And my question is, why is it so easy for us to make marriage vows? Or if we've gone to a wedding and we watch, the bride and groom, we're all just like, oh, that's so amazing, beautiful. But what is it? Why is it so difficult for us to make vows to ourselves, loving, powerful vows to ourselves? Like, what is that? And I always wake up very early on Sunday mornings because I love to kind of treat myself. Maybe people don't think that, but treat myself to waking up in the morning earlier than normal, really spending and allowing myself to meditate, to journal, to connect with myself, to drink my coffee, of course. And I was thinking this morning, about vows, that it's definitely up in my energy right now. But why is it so difficult for us to make loving, energetic vows to ourselves? And, remember, love and creativity are the highest vibration that we can have in our bodies. And we tend to, make it's kind of easy to make vows for, to other people, why is it that we have a really tough time making vows to ourselves? When we know, or maybe we don't know, that when we make loving vows and we really, stick with them and we are impeccable to our word, we create more love inside of us. We vibrate more love out into the world. So think about it. Are you able to make vows to yourself? Are you able, maybe you know how to say them, but are you committed to actually follow through and feel them? Because that is the vibration that universe feels. You know, this is when we become in the receiving mode to the universe. And I'm really, really studying this because this shifted 100% to me. I completely forgot this, and I could have shared this in my book. But I remember having a soul vow ceremony when I was working with my energy healer, and I was out in California in Big Sur when, everything was shutting down and, there was nothing else to do. So, why don't you, we had this actual ceremony, which at that point I'm like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable, where we actually had like a wedding of soul vows. And we made it into a ceremony, and I had to repeat all these things, and I totally forgot it. I totally forgot that I did that. And now going back, I was reading in my journal about some of the vows that I said to myself, or actually he had me repeat back to him. And they were some of the vows that I still, stick to now. And I have some of them written down here that I actually said in front of him. He was kind of my accountability, because it always helps to have somebody hold you accountable. So one of them was, I vow to be impeccable to my word. Oh my God. And I still take action. I still do that to this day, that whatever I say that I'm going to do, I do it 100%. I vow, and this is another one that I said, I vow to honor my calling and live my life as a work of art. That was kind of like, what does that mean? But yeah, I'm honoring my calling. I'm honoring how I'm showing up in this world. I am not listening to what other people think I should do, or I am showing up in my own authenticity, in my purpose, in my passion. This one was always difficult, was, especially when I was kind of making my transformation and leaving my marriage, chapter 5. But I vow to always put myself first in every situation. And, to society, to people that don't understand this work, that is a really hard one for other people to watch somebody, take action in. Because putting yourself first is always judged as selfish, entitlement. Oh my gosh, I heard it all. But I vowed to constantly put myself first in every single situation. So when we are trying to manifest this life of our dreams, and I have to say that I am living in the life of my dreams. And it is because of all these little steps that I'm taking in order for my vibration to be in receiving mode. Am I there 100% of the time? Absolutely not. But do I know how to shift myself back into receiving mode, into that place, that vibration of love? Yes, every single day. It is a habit. And I've been noticing as I enter my final stages of my married completion, I am noticing little bits of energy that come back in, of little self-doubt, not about my marriage, but just things that I'm creating in my non-tangible world of success. That I notice that there is little bits of energy that come in. But what I do is I get so clear, I get so quiet and listen to that part of me that is still perhaps in that like old, limited, fearful energy. So taking a vow, what are you willing to do? In my last page, or one of the last pages of my book, there is a place where it says, take a vow to yourself. And, are you able to take a vow, a loving vow? Obviously, we're not going to take a vow like, you're going to think that you're not enough or something. No, this is about taking vows that will lift you to your highest vibration of, your true potential. So if you are willing, I would love to know, what is a vow that you can take for yourself? What is something that you will commit to, like if you were getting married, where you take a vow, or, there's other areas in our lives that, perhaps we take vows, but it's just interesting to me that it is so easy for somebody to give a vow to somebody else, but we are unwilling or not as willing to do that for ourselves. So I would love to know, what is a vow that you would like to be held accountable for? If you just reply back to this email and you say, what are you declaring as your vow? We're going into 2023 in a couple months. Can't believe it. Oh my God, I'm still in summer. But what is a vow that you are going to, hold yourself accountable for? I would love to know. So just so you know, and I repeat this, is, there are ways for you to have someone hold you accountable, me in particular. In my portal, there is an application for a session with me. And it is a really good way for somebody else to hold you accountable, to hear your story, to get it out there. And, just so you know, I work with 4 clients. That's it, every year. And I actually work with them for a year at a time, because I'm noticing that, people come and work with me for 3 months, and then they realize, oh my gosh, there's even more that they want to go deeper. So then they keep signing on. So this is something new for me, that I am only going to be working with 4 clients at a time. And like I said, there's an application to have a session with me, that we can kind of talk about, where it is that you're going, what it is that you would like to manifest, because there's so many steps in order for us to be that manifesting magnet. So I would love to hear your story. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Remember, my book is that first little step. You can always purchase my book, books.sarahv.com, or you can go to Amazon. And anybody that has the book and has read it, I would so appreciate an Amazon review, because, authors kind of live off of, the review, not really live off of them, but, it's really important for us to have those reviews. So if you have the book, and you've read it and you would like to give a review, I would so appreciate it. I'm getting so many really, really interesting reviews from people, but I'd love to know your story. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Don't forget, just come into the manifest. It's getting so good. There's so many great people in there. We all lift each other up. If you're not comfortable with Zoom, you can watch it, in the darkness, or, so that you won't be seen, on I Wish I'd Known Facebook group. What else? I have lots of things coming up in 2023. There is going to be an online manifesting retreat. Online retreat. I have so many plans, so I'm not going to give it away. So I'd love to hear your vow. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. And if you know of anybody that could use this type of self-improvement help, manifesting ideas, please forward this to friends, family, because obviously my reach, it's all about, extending my reach. Anyway, so thank you so much, and I will see you next week.